Aaron Canada on the Cape Cod Baseball Network, live from Veterans Field alongside John Schiffner for the Manager Show. Schiff, well, opening day was pretty cool. Saw some saw some big bats and saw some running from the opposition, but unfortunately ending in a tie.
Yeah, it's you're ambivalent when you talk about that. You get away with a point, good, but you feel bad giving away a 6-1 lead in the Cape Cod League. That should not happen. But, first game problems, first game jitters, first game complications, so we'll take it. We'll take it and we'll move on.
Had to be really excited about the show of power there in the third, in that 5-run third inning from Fleischman knocking the grand slam over the left field wall. I
think what was most comical about it was when Jones and Brazies came up and he said, "Coach, where was that last year?" And I had to laugh at that. But yeah, two good at-bats right there. We swung the bat well yesterday. I was very pleased about that. We pitched well, made some mistakes that we need to work on. But I think overall it was a pretty good game. You can't be displeased, but there's the things I hope we can improve on.
Had a really good outing out of Tim Cooney, the ace out of Wake Forest, as you would imagine that you would. Just talk a little bit about his performance yesterday.
It was outstanding. He located very, very, very well. Just pitched effortlessly. I think it was 68 pitches in 6 innings. That's a pretty good job. Didn't, waste time. It was a well-pitched baseball game, exactly what we thought we were going to get from him.
Now, we talk about all the players that are on the regular roster that are still playing in the College World Series Championship, and so there's a whole host of temps on this team. How do you plan to move guys around and get guys playing time, or is it a set roster or a set lineup all the way through?
Well, right now we're pretty set. We've only got 11 guys, especially with Conway going down. We're a little bit limited. We're attempting to bring in a temporary player tomorrow. We've got a pitcher coming in tomorrow. We've got a position player that arrived today from Okie State. So we're starting to get there, and then we've got some guys who are, just taking their time getting here. So we hope we'll get them in here by Tuesday or Wednesday. And, as somebody said, then we're getting the band back together, and we'll get ready to roll with our team. But I'll tell you what, the guys that have been here, fully knowing that, there's very limited chances of them making a team. They're playing hard, they're working hard, and they're having a good time, and that's good for us.
Well, one of the things we talked about last year a lot was your ability to recruit for depth, and we saw that come through yesterday with Alex Kalbick coming on after Conway was taken out with an injury. First off, can you speak at all about Conway's injury?
It looks like it's not as serious as the first look at it. They're saying that there might be a slight tear of the meniscus, but nothing bad. But that has not yet been looked at by an orthopedic doctor. The MRI was looked at by a regular doctor, and that's what his impression, or his or her impression. So we're not going to say anything official right now, but I think it's better news than we thought at first. So that's good, but we'll wait and see for the official report. As far as the lineup, got a lot of guys who can play a lot of positions. Leisenheimer can play first or third, plays the outfield. Connors can play a little bit second, a little bit third, a little bit of short. Sever can play all over the place. And that, you got to try to find those guys in this league, because you don't have the ability to cherry pick like you used to, going around the country grabbing kids. So you've got to really load up your roster with multi-talented guys, because when guys go down, if they're going to go out for the season or a length of time, you need somebody to fill that spot. And that's the types of kids that we have. We've got outfielders coming in that can play all 3 outfield spots. Steven Perez can play second, third, and short. We want to keep him in the middle, but he can certainly spell us someplace there. We could even put Cooney, if we wanted to, at first base for a little while. He can play first. I don't want to do that, but that's the type of kids that you have to try to recruit at this point, is multi-talented, multi-position people. Zach Jones, I'm sure, could give us an inning or two someplace in the infield if we really were desperate. Again, we don't want to do that, but that's the versatility of this team.
Speaking of Jones, he played DH yesterday, then came on to close out the ninth. And do you expect him to fill that role every now and again? Because as we've seen from his stats at San Jose State this year, he can really rake.
Well, I think what it does, it gives you the opportunity to pinch hit, and then you don't waste 2 guys. You can pinch hit with him and bring in a different player. You can just keep him fresh by giving him some at-bats. We could make a righty-lefty switch with him, where they bring a left-handed reliever out of the pen, we bring in the right-handed bat that comes up, then we can make another move, because we're going to have a lot of guys. I forgot to mention Chris Bryant. Chris Bryant can play first base, third base, probably give us some innings at shortstop. So we're pretty pleased, and that's the advantage of doing that. Richie Schaefer, who isn't here yet, can play first and third, and that gives you the ability. A lefty's on the mound, you don't want to waste a left-handed bat to pinch it. Jonesy's there, so it looks like it's going to be a little fun.
He's John Schiffner. I'm Aaron Canada, under cloudy skies at Veterans Field on the Cape Cod Baseball Network.